Have you ever noticed how your eyes seem to have a mind of their own when emotions run high? One moment you're perfectly fine, and the next your vision blurs as tears begin to form. Whether you're overwhelmed with sadness, relief, joy, or even frustration, it feels automatic, almost like your body is responding before you can fully process what's happening. But why does this happen? Why do strong emotions trigger something as physical and visible as crying? Today, we're going to explore the science, psychology, and deeper human reasons behind emotional tears, and what they reveal about how our minds and bodies are connected. Right here, on History of Simple Things. Tears might seem simple, but they actually come in different types, each serving a specific purpose. Your eyes constantly produce what are called basal tears, which keep the surface of your eyes moist and protected. Then there are reflex tears, which appear when something irritates your eyes, like smoke, dust, or even chopping onions. Emotional tears, however, are different. They are triggered not by physical irritation but by psychological states. What makes them especially interesting is that their chemical composition differs slightly from other types of tears, containing higher levels of stress-related substances and certain hormones. This suggests that emotional crying isn't just a byproduct of feeling something deeply, it may actually play a role in helping the body regulate those feelings. To understand why emotions cause tears, you have to look at what's happening in the brain. Emotional responses are largely processed in the limbic system, particularly in a region called the amygdala, which evaluates emotional significance. When you experience something intense, like grief, joy, or overwhelming relief, the amygdala sends signals to another part of the brain called the hypothalamus. The hypothalamus acts as a bridge between the nervous system and the body's automatic responses. It activates the autonomic nervous system, which controls involuntary actions like heart rate, breathing, and in this case, tear production. The lacrimal glands located just above your eyes are then stimulated to release tears. This entire process happens quickly and without conscious control, which is why emotional crying often feels involuntary. One of the most widely accepted explanations for emotional tears is that they function as a form of release. When you're overwhelmed, your body enters a heightened state of arousal, often associated with stress hormones like cortisol. Crying may help reduce this internal tension by activating the parasympathetic nervous system, which calms the body down after a stressful event. Many people report feeling a sense of relief after crying, even if the situation itself hasn't changed. This suggests that tears may serve as a biological reset, helping you transition from an intense emotional state back to a more balanced one. While not every crying episode leads to immediate relief, the overall pattern supports the idea that emotional tears are part of the body's way of self-regulating. Crying isn't just about what's happening inside your body. It also plays a powerful role in communication. Humans are social beings, and emotional tears can signal vulnerability, distress, or even empathy to others. Unlike many other physical reactions, tears are highly visible and difficult to fake convincingly, which makes them a reliable social cue. When someone sees another person crying, it often triggers a compassionate response, encouraging comfort, support, or understanding. In this way, tears act as a nonverbal language, helping people connect and respond to each other's emotional states. This may explain why emotional crying is more common in social contexts and why people sometimes feel the urge to hold back tears in situations where vulnerability might feel risky. Interestingly, emotional tearing appears to be uniquely human. While many animals produce tears to protect their eyes, there's little evidence that they cry in response to emotions in the same way humans do. This has led researchers to believe that emotional crying evolved as part of human social development. As early humans formed more complex social groups, the ability to express emotions clearly and effectively would have been crucial for cooperation and survival. Tears may have become a visible signal that strengthened social bonds, reduced aggression, and encouraged caregiving behavior. Over time, this response became deeply embedded in human biology, linking emotional experiences directly to physical expression. It might seem strange that both happiness and sadness can make us cry, but this actually highlights how complex our emotional system is. Strong emotions, regardless of whether they are positive or negative, can overwhelm the brain's ability to maintain balance. Crying may occur when emotional intensity crosses a certain threshold, acting as a way to stabilize that surge. For example, tears of joy often happen during moments of relief or overwhelming happiness, when the emotional contrast is especially strong. Similarly, frustration or anger can also lead to tears when those feelings become too intense to manage internally. In all these cases, crying reflects not just the type of emotion, but its intensity and the body's effort to process it. Emotional tears are more than just a visible reaction to how we feel. They're a complex interaction between the brain, the body, and our social nature. They help regulate internal stress, communicate feelings to others, and reflect the depth of our emotional experiences in a way words often can't. What might seem like a simple act is actually a finely tuned biological response shaped by evolution and human connection. The next time your eyes well up unexpectedly, it's not just emotions spilling over, it's your body doing exactly what it was designed to do, bridging the gap between what you feel and how that feeling finds its way into the world. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.